All right. So this is I'm just gonna do a little behind the scenes thing here, and here we go. It's yours truly, Josh. And I'm gonna. What I did last weekend was I laid down a scratch track, which I don't normally do, but for this instance, since it's like I'm more like ensemble rock, like goth crooner type thing, a la Nick Cave, because I've been. It's weird when I would write songs. It's just so influenced by Nick Cave and musically, not so much actual content and other influences too. But when I try to do something more, well, I don't try to. That's the thing. In some ways it's been easier. It is easier. Sorry to get my thoughts together. Writing, like poetry, writing lyric content. Usually, I think of like something you can sing, but it's vice versa. It's not hard sometimes to do it. It'd take me a couple hours to write a decent thing. But I don't put a lot of time into lyric writing. But when I do, it's something I want to work with usually. In this case, it's a song called "Years of Beauty," and I wrote it for my special lady friend, and the the poem, or it started as a poem. It was for her, and but it's a song that's anybody can really relate to in some ways, who is, and I didn't expect to talk about the song, but I'm going to do it now. Those who have, kind of been the loner type, and however you want to read into it, that's, it's not my concern as much, but those who know, they know, and like more loner type, not really having a relationship, and for most of your life, not really in that dynamic, social dynamic, and but yet, and with God and over 16 years now, just like having this faith, and at this point, I mean, it's been since early August 2007, and so whenever you watch this video, but I guess I could put it back on me. I don't know how I look because I'm putting it on the front camera, not on the camera, so I can't see myself because I don't want to mess with having to flip the image so it looks real. It's more accurate. But and it's getting warm in here. I deal with radiators, old school radiators, and still trying to regulate the humidity. But the song, it's like, God shows you things in nature, and I can appreciate it over the years, like this cycle of change, the beauty of the passing seasons and the colors, and the temperatures, the things, but especially what I see around me, and in trees and so forth. I named this song "Beautiful Trees." That we have to. But anyway, and so I guess what should I move on to from there? But in writing the song, I adapted. I had this sort of baseline idea, and it's sort of like this rock ensemble platform for the sound, for the general arrangement thing, which be partly improvisatory. But the bass line is written along with the melody and chord changes put to the lyrics. So I did the lyrics first. It was started as a poem. Again, this is for the song "Years of Beauty," and it's about, like, again, the lyric content, just appreciating things, but it was doing it alone. And it's good to have someone in your life, hopefully one who becomes your spouse, the one who is your spouse for some of you for decades have been married. And it's really a blessing to be able to enjoy the beauty of God's creation with your special someone. So, in this, I'm not married yet as of recording of this video, but still there's a special someone. It's like I can, and so it's like this. I just wanted to express these words to her, and so now I figured, yeah, I definitely, shortly after that, or, I'm thinking back in my mind, I would definitely put music to this, make it a song. So that's what I did, and for me, the bass line was very important to get that solid bass line. It's just how I think with this stuff, and a lot of the greatest, a lot of great songs had a solid bass line, especially like rock ballad type things. There was in some cases in like the earlier stuff, maybe even like, of course, like Motown stuff and all that. I mean, there's some of those bass lines with a bluesy, pentatonic, and, inflection, as it were. That's really something that's been ingrained in me. And so of course with, the Nick Cave thing, listen to him, like, 20 years, having been aware of Nick Cave. So yeah, well over 20 years. And so then what I did a scratch track last weekend, and it's here. Let me I got try to add some ambiance here. I got the lights. I got this old djembe. I use this as a table for my music recorder. This space I'm working in is, it's my private space, kind of messy, so I'm not really wanting to do a tour. But sorry if this is out of focus here. Let me try to. This is not going to be that great, is it? Okay. And sorry for the dust, but it looks okay to me. It looks worse on camera. But it's kind of neat. You got this is my scratch track. The bottom part. This is where it starts. It's on the first track. And this, I set a placeholder though with just the introductory bass line, because that's how I'm doing, which is leading into an instrumental break, or instrumental intro, I should say. There's no break yet, obviously. So yeah, started stuff, and here's an instrumental break that I definitely want to develop and reintroduce, do like a recapitulation of the instrumental chordal theme. At the end, I think kind of trail off. I'm not really into doing fade outs necessarily just yet, but I don't have like I don't really have something like that built in, I think, to do a fade out, do that kind of automated lowering of the volume, that type of thing. So in this tune, it'll last basically 4 minutes, and it'll probably go longer, because this is where I have my last end of my lyrical content. Now it's already a decent length tune, and I might even extend it, so this really extended jam at the end to bring in again this cool instrumental break that I have with, some nice minor 11th chords, minor with the extension, like a minor, and dominant with an 11th in there too, and a 9th. So, or the minor 9th too. So anyway, this is what I work with, and it's, it does the job. This is a cool, it's a DI preamp, the Battalion by Electro Harmonix, and EHX, as the kids say. And I probably won't leave it on distortion, and I usually will do the XLR, the DI output on this, but I also want to do an experiment with using my, and I'll bring it out here in a sec, and I'll use this for the sub bass, and I might bring in the sub bass or might keep it in the whole time because it's cool to have layers going on and introduce layers. I used to do kind of like experimental guitar soundscape looping stuff, like noise guitar slash just like harmonic layering, which was really fun. I used to do that for a couple years, and I have actually an archive of a bunch of CDs. A friend at the time had a studio made up at home, and he would record every session we did, and many times it was just me solo doing my own thing. And so anyway, I'm very familiar with doing layered soundscape guitar stuff and whatnot. With this pedal, this is pretty cool and I'll use the Mood bass, which means Moog. It's just because of copyright or something, or trademarks, whatever. But it's the Moog bass setting on the seventh setting is cool. Sorry if it's not focused perfect. There you go. Yeah, so the Mood bass right there. I think I'll use that, or something like that. I have to reacquaint myself. It could be the Prophet 5. I mean, I just have to look at it again. But there's a sub bass setting, and I use this on my Isaiah tune and the one before it on my CD. And my CD is available for purchase if you want to contact me about that. Right now I have to do it by Venmo, which means I just have to calculate your shipping and then work that out. It's not a big deal. Eventually I want to do a better e-commerce setup, but it's Venmo is the jam right now, and pretty sure I could use Zelle because I'm able to do it with my bank now, which is Access. So anyway, hook me up. Hit me up for the and how to get the CD. It's an EP, so that means I didn't factor in the sixth track I added in there, but it's about 20 minutes. So that's an EP. The extended play was actually about 20 minutes. So that's a CD. It's $10. But anyway, so I use this, and I'm gonna work this in where I have the out of this going into this, and we'll see how that works. Because I don't want to have to do overdubs. I just want to do like a multiple chain in one signal, or rather, sorry, I just want to have just play the bass line once. I don't want to have to do overdubs of the bass. So I don't know what to call this video yet, but it is what it is. Shout out to Gosha's Coffee Shop. And here I'm going to open up a session. I use MuseScore for my notation. And so this is the tune here. And again, sorry it's not great. I also have a filter, so it's not like a bunch of blue light hitting my face. And that's not the same thing. That's something different. The song is, where is it? It's this tune. There we go. And then so I have my intro, bass intro, and then my lyrics coming right here. So you see I have my melody coming in here. Bass line's already written. That's how I do it. I can improvise stuff if I need to, but I really want it to be just right, and so I can be a perfectionist with it. And parts of this will definitely be just, working the changes, improvisatorily, and that's it. I like to use Lydian chords and 11ths. Lydian chords. I like to do that type of thing. But anyway, minor and a Lydian, it's like two of my favorite types of chords, basically. So anyway, what I'm going to do is lay down the bass track for realsies with my really affordable but effective Ibanez 6-string. It's the Geo. Very affordable, but it worked. I got it set up for B standard, so it's a tad floppy on the low end, but when I'm playing close, when I use a pick for it too, so when I'm picking close to the bridge too, it can be pretty consistent, though I have to just watch it with my dynamic picking on the on that low string. But I like when I can hit those lower registers. That's why I got it. Plus, as the need arises, as I did with the old one tune, I did a bass solo and I used that bass for that. So it has a decent consistency. I like the sound of it, and I might use the sorry, I should have said, I might use the distortion part, the distortion setting on that battalion for this at some point. But anyway, I guess it's a little glimpse into what's going on. We'll bat behind the scenes, and pray for me if you're inclined, if you have the faith, and may you be blessed as you glean something from this, learn something, perhaps, is be motivated to create something. And I want to do it for the glory of God. Though this is more of like a love song for a person, that whenever you do give the glory to God, whatever you're doing, do all to the glory of God. And so I want to have the focus in the right place, and I want to play excellently. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching this.